with 50. So both teams competent on it at the very least. Actually, a 50% win rate is actually quite solid when you consider they're a 1-4 team overall on the map.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think Laser definitely do have a good pistol round team with the likes of mawthzera, Landon, Moth, and Pinocchio. But here we are into Inferno. Party Astronauts electing to start on the T side, or whoever won the knife round, I'm not sure. But either way, Party Astronauts are on the T side of things. E-Xolos LAZER on the CT side. No kit, dual Beretta raid boss for W1. That also checks out with what we saw on Anubis. And Party Astronauts with a bit of a decoy play towards B, banana area, and the rest of the team, the bulk of the squad, over towards alt, middle, and apartments. W1's dual Berettas alone, the first contact point. His spray will connect 4-1. No trade there for Keeping's casualty. Infinite has the bomb too, and it might just get revealed. W1 thinks about pushing forward, does not want to die. And now Dinoko's going to get tested a little bit, as Fang will be around mailbox. Nice peek by Dinoko, gets the information that Fang's backing away to keep the hold at A at 3.
5 versus 4, and good damage done though to OG Wizard and Ben Leet, and Fang as well actually. Not help this T side. The smoke arch, they'll go for an A site split, 2 mid, 2 apartments. There's 2 players on the site in a third in quick rotation, 4th holding the arch rat if necessary. E-Xolos LAZER well poised to take this pistol, 1 and 2. No answers as of yet from Party Astronauts. W1 on the dualies, belabored, but he does eventually find one. mawthzera, the final nail in the coffin. Clean pistol round from E-Xolos LAZER. 3 for 3 on pistol rounds on the evening. Again, starting things off with the momentum in this best of 1, much like the last.
Yeah, 3 for 3. Good start for E-Xolos LAZER. No bomb plant as well. Neither team has gotten a bomb plant on the pistol rounds so far. We'll see if that trend continues in round 13. But right now in round number 2, it's a couple of deagles for the T side. Fang peeping an Infinite. Although OG Wizard's deagle did find some damage over on Anubis T side second round. LAZER have 2 M4A4s, a couple of MP9s, and a FAMAS in the hands of Landon. Not too much utility, but the firepower, the helmet's definitely favoring E-Xolos LAZER here as we get in towards a little bit of contact play towards A from Party Astronauts. Moth will be the first one tested with no immediate refrag. Landon is around. He should help out quickly, especially if Moth starts to get overwhelmed. The M4 running out of ammunition as just jiggle peaks from peeping. No refrag again, though. Party Astronauts sending one player in with no immediate recourse to get anything back. And I think that's a spacing issue the team is going to have to fix later on. There's OG Wizard picking up a deagle, and that's why I wanted to see him on a deagle, because that's 2 rounds in a row on the second round T-side pistol round where he's opened things up with a deagle headshot.
So it is 4 versus 4, but Party Astronauts, no clear direction and not much map control to be spoken of. Pistols picking them apart at both ends of this choke point. Fang's deagle does chime in for 1, but it's only 1. Round is secured for E-Xolos LAZER. They only lose 2 as well. Preventing a bomb plant means that Party Astronauts' economy is going to be a bit hamstrung, as you can see. 4 Galils instead of AKs, less than ideal. E-Xolos LAZER round out their investment with an MP9 on Dinoko. Probably the same on Landon. Yes, it is. Those weapons will struggle against the rifles, but can still be played to good success at close range angles.
Slow start to round 3. Party Astronauts getting some control of alt middle. Infinite up into balcony now. No real apartments control from E-Xolos LAZER this round. It's a balcony play from Landon's MP9. The rest of the rifles are on the ace site. Except for mawthzera's M4 at Coffin. Pinocchio goes through. They're going to hear that, and Bentley will take a dink, but he'll still make that play. mawthzera also took a dink as well. I'm not sure. Maybe that was a nade down to 50. I don't think that was a Galil dink, because that would have been about 12 to 8 to 4 HP left for him. But Party Astronauts are going to hit and fade this. Get the opening, get the damage, back away to A. But the lack of presence towards B is going to give LAZER the opportunity to gamble stack. And they've made this read correctly. A complete abandonment of the ace, of the B side rather, to bolster this A defense. That's going to give him a little more information. Party Astronauts, mawthzera backing away. Players coming through arches. And he gets nothing for damage. They know Moth should be around towards a library and wine. They will find that out for sure now. Party Astronauts need to move. Peeping, messy spray. Wins the fight. Landed and W1 will save. So, save simulator begins 3 rounds into it.
Save simulator, as we mentioned. Saving an MP9. Definitely far from ideal. He might actually go for exits instead. Although, saving it might be better than worse. As much as I hate to say it. Fang hunting a little bit. He's back towards T-steps. He might find this MP9. He might also get caught by it in the close range engagement. Fang finds the kill, but takes a lot of damage. He won't stick around to find W1. It looks like he will be allowed to save his weapon at least. Bomb goes off. 4 survive for Party Astronauts as well. Allows them to build a T-side economy. And E-Xolos LAZER, what's going to be the investment? You don't have a lot of money. W1 could theoretically drop an M4. And he will. We're going to see E-Xolos LAZER try to go for something. 2 M4s, a FAMAS, some pistols. Landon's actually going to save 1,100 in the bank for an op in a future round. E-Xolos LAZER are trying to hold on to the lead they established off the back of the pistol round.
LAZER have one of those M4s peeking out towards alt middle, but W1 will back away as the flames will ward him from the balcony peak. Party Astronauts, meantime, are getting some more banana control, exchanging utility broadsides with the lone defender of mawthzera, who had a full belt, using one of those dropped smokes towards lane to enable himself to keep an eye on things without overexerting his presence and revealing the fact that there's only one E-Xolos LAZER member over on the B site. The bomb, though, working back to A as Party Astronauts have zero information of what's going on. A very passive CT hold from the Brazilian squad, and this crossfire towards brackets can wreak havoc on the T's pushing up through brackets. Although Landon is removed first, W1 goes down without anything. Denoco, 2 big kills plus damage. OG Wizard to trade. Moth, the last F4, has been spotted over towards arch side. The bomb goes down. And we'll see if Moth wants to save with mawthzera, as there's no money left over for the E-Xolos LAZER squad. Smoke's blooming in their faces, warding them away. Time is ticking as there are no kits for the CTs available right now either. And the save has been made. It's a good call. Don't drop the M4 here. If you're E-Xolos LAZER, don't lose the armor or the 5.7. That will work next round too. But Party Astronauts, much like the beginning of Anubis, lose the pistol, lose the second, but win the third.
Third and the fourth as well, if I'm not mistaken. mawthzera was hoping to be gets the rifle. By a pressuring player on arch, of course, no luck there. Both will survive, as will the trio from Party Astronauts. Tied ball game. Actually thought mawthzera did find a Galil in the dying embers of the round. So that's a pretty big upgrade for him. He could drop a 5.7 to a teammate. W1 now has some legs to stand on in round number 5. This round becomes a lot scarier than it otherwise would have been had the Galil not been recovered.
Yeah, the extra Galil is huge. The 5.7 dropped over to W1 will do some serious damage as well. Bang, beginning to clear up. Molotovs blooming around. mawthzera and Denoco have the boost up. Nade will tickle Denoco, but it's not going to be much to really write home about. I like the boost over the smoke. Does it get read, though, by Fang, who actually crosses through, gets the spot, and that is disaster for E-Xolos LAZER. That one opportunity to get a couple of kills will fall to the wayside. Fang in a bit of trouble. Locked in. Has a lot of time to work with. So do the rest of PA. They don't need to commit to this B site, but I feel like they're going to anyways, especially spotting another player. They're going to feel tempted to go on and just bully their way onto the site. 5-7 does nothing at all. Moth goes down with 1. Dodoko falls in the smoke. And Landon, does he clear tree? Yes. No. Dead.
Keeping got by in a perfect timing there. Angle's not respected. He gets the kill. 3-2. Party Astronauts establishing a lead with 3 in a row. E-Xolos LAZER, they saved that round, but their money's still not great. It looks like we have had a disconnect from the server as well, unfortunately. But we can talk about what this next round probably will be. E-Xolos LAZER struggling. They have money to buy rifles, maybe a little bit of utility, maybe a kit. I don't think an op will be in play. If it is, it's going to forego utility and likely a helmet as well. So E-Xolos LAZER on the cusp. It's still not going to be great. And if I had to guess, they're going to try to get aggressive to make up for their lack of utility.
I agree. I think we're going to see a very aggressive E-Xolos LAZER. We saw that on Anubis when they started to have some success, was aggressive CT plays. They kind of ran it down against Party Astronauts, catching them off guard. The more passive they played, the worse it got, although Party Astronauts were able to adapt to the aggressive plays eventually, but it took them a while. Now they should be aware of that possibility moving forward because of their experience on map 1, best of 1, number 1. For those of you wondering, this is 2 isolated best of 1 matches. They count as 1 win each best of 1. So just to eliminate any confusion anyone might have watching at home. But we're going to have a bit of more of a technical issue break here, Nate. So we'll find out what happened in the last round or the next round soon and quickly. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Party Astronauts E-Xolos LAZER on the other side of this quick fix.
wouldn't be a night of ECL without a fair share of technical issues, but we are long last back into the action. If you recall, Party Astronauts took the lead with 3 in a row, but E-Xolos LAZER were on the cusp of being able to invest. They do so. Don't go for the op. Instead, it's rifles and a FAMAS, or M4s and a FAMAS, I should say. One kit and play and decent enough utility versus AKs and a recovered M4 for Party Astronauts. It's again Pineapple Phillips and Boggs here.
Howdy.
And E-Xolos LAZER, 2 on A, 3 on B, and a pop out the hole. Is the confident for 1, lands in a double down below. Not quite the triple, that's the A site open, but OG Wizard wants to wait for support before crossing into sight. Fang on T stairs catches the Noko trying to press down through Banana. And that leaves us in a 2 versus 3, and it leaves us in what appears to be another Inferno save simulator round. Moth and Tatazine, not a lot of utility, no kit on their backs. Since they're going to go for the save yet again, a FAMAS and an M4. Will Party Astronauts hunt? It looks like they will. They have built up a decent bank off the past couple rounds, and Fang is rather keen on dropping these rifles.
I like the call to go for the hunt. He does not clear back sandbags though, and Tatazine gets the kill. That'll be a good upgrade too. The FAMAS turns into an AK. Anybody's going to be happy with that. Although Moth and Tatazine should be able to save these two. No real aggressive hunts. I say that as Ben tries to clear out Church. Is successful, but won't get the kill. Tatazine taken down low as well at the end. But Party Astronauts 4 now in a row on the T side. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you didn't wait too long for us, although I think that hope would be in vain. Still, thank you for sticking around with us and sticking with us here with E-Xolos LAZER. Party Astronauts, second best of 1 of the night. 5.7s, armor, saved rifles for E-Xolos LAZER. Going for a half investment, but it's pretty strong with 5.7s, close corner. The AK, the M4, no kit, but considering it's a half buy, not too necessary. Big stack destroys Tatazine. He gets absolutely airstruck. Yeah, that's a rifle. They do have armor, though, so they can recover that easily enough, and it's still viable. The utility that Tatazine had, too, I think is the more costly loss.
First, they got away with the rifle. Smoke helped them a lot there. Party Astronauts gonna wait for a second. The smoke fades. Minute 15. It looks like they go for a second. The 5.7 spam finds next to nothing. In fact, it's forced back. Party Astronauts force the issue by nading the smoke. They have site control for more or less free. And Landon is caught trying to make his great escape. The Noko Moth probably going to save those rifles. W1 might just save the Kevlar as well, but Infinite's in a very solid spot to hunt down these weapons.
Infinite's going to hear some of those footsteps moving around. Hey, I think, never mind, he's too far away. He won't hear the tuck into pit. And I'm not sure if he wants to go for too much of a hunt either. They don't know how many guns E-Xolos LAZER have. They know they have a 2. Assuming that the rifle is picked up on Banana, which, given the fact they don't see it, it's probably sure. They don't know what W1 has. They don't know if it's a pistol. They don't know if it's a rifle. But Infinite and company beginning to work out towards A now. W1's position is actually going to be the hardest for Infinite to deal with. The nades will do a little bit of damage. Noko does take out peeping, and that will mean 1 kill. Actually, 2! The guns are falling. The Noko will live. But the armor falls. The other AK falls. Not too bad for Party Astronauts on the hunt. They only lose 1. Justifiable. Landon gets the op back out again, but it's 5 in a row for Party Astronauts, and E-Xolos LAZER struggling to get anything going once the rifles come to fruition for Party Astronauts on their T side of Inferno. And despite the long break between rounds, Party Astronauts are back where they started.
Yes, they are. And unlike the last map where they won their rounds in a streaky fashion, this time around it's far more convincing. They built up a tremendous bank on this T side. OG Wizard buying an op still has $9 grand in the bank after investing. Whereas E-Xolos LAZER are scraping the bottom of the barrel to get a buy on the board. Landon holding arch, spots the hand, 1. She spots a shoulder peeking again, but can't connect the shot. Smoke will now guise his angle. It's a traditional 3-2 with 1 holding arch from E-Xolos LAZER. The Party Astronauts begin more or less brackets control for free. Question is, what do they do with it? Still plenty of time in the round for them to make a decision. Kind of second guessing. Falling back, happy to say we've gotten brackets control, now we want to get B control, keep them guessing perhaps. No, they're actually falling back to lineup utility instead. To smoke for library. And an arch wrap potentially on the cards. Landon is holding in the archway. Ben Leet will take point. No flash for him to peek. Just a shoulder instead, and he will successfully survive and bait out the shot. Second smoke now for the arch wrap. 35 seconds left. Time beginning to become a factor. But they can isolate these two towards the site and pit proper. W1, the first to be tested in pit. Exchanges shots, but still survives. The smoke in apartments fades, and now Molotov will force him out of position. He'll try to find a fight, and he won't find it. Instead, Fang is the one to find a kill. Ben Leet finds Landon as well in the meanwhile. Fang actually getting a double via a team kill. Lots of chaos on the site, but Danoko and Tatazine, the final pair, they're both B-side defenders, and they're both once more saving Party Astronauts a 6th in a row, again with the bulk of the squad surviving. E-Xolos LAZER are unable to do much of anything on their defensive side.
Yeah, Laser are stuck with nothing. They had everything going for them. 3-man hold, late take on A. All they needed was one good kill. The only kill against Party Astronauts was a team kill. And the hunt is on here too, although Peeping's gonna die. Never mind, he gets out of there alive. Pinocchio reveals his position. Now deals with OG Wizard. That's the op, which will be picked up for Ben after the round, presumably. If they want to keep it, which they will. Danoko and Tatazine will live at the very least. But again, the lack of success for E-Xolos LAZER on the CT side is absolutely abysmal. And the pressure's only going to begin to mount. They call a tactical timeout here, but it's not going to be a full-fledged buy coming into this next round unless Landon gets dropped an op here, which now that Danoko has dropped an M4A1S, I don't think is likely. In fact, it's impossible. Drop another gun. They'll have a buy. The utility's not going to be horrible, but it's still scraping the bottom of the barrel, and E-Xolos LAZER are not quite yet running out of racetrack, but it is starting to get quite concerning for the Brazilian squad.
They're playing scared. They're trying to play default, which is 3A, 2B, but they have to actually challenge brackets. They have to challenge somewhere, whether it be banana, whether it be brackets. One of those two is the key. Don't let Party Astronauts have control of both, otherwise it really forces you to hold your sights. It really makes you inflexible on rotation until it's too late, and it forces that Inferno save scenario more often than not. So I need to see E-Xolos LAZER get aggressive. Banana get aggressive towards brackets, just do something to change things up, and it looks like they're going to vie for banana control this time. 3 are here. They exchange a lot of utility, with Party Astronauts, but they don't do much damage. They're trying to get in front of the smoke. Good flash, but in fact, both teams struggle to connect their shots. Instead, Peeping to find the opening. And Moth's spam does not fare much better. Neither does Tatazine. He only gets one. Peeping a trade. mawthzera answers to bring things back to even footing. Rotation is quickly coming from W1. Ben is low on HP. He needs to be careful. He's going to be the point man. Flashes are good, but he doesn't clear top of oranges. Finally, E-Xolos LAZER have an advantage. 3 versus 2. It's the bomb and the low HP player. Infinite trying to walk in. Gets the kill, but not cleanly. He's going to try to walk the smoke with the bomb on his back. This is a very aggressive call. The op of OG Wizard finds one. Did Landon get the spot?
Nope.
No. He's going to again get caught from tree. That's the second time he's been caught. And Party Astronauts, this is their biggest struggle yet. But they still continue to win rounds.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success towards A. They mix it up and go towards B. They're able to close it out. That's a good hold by OG Wizard, the peek in towards Flowers. And overall, for E-Xolos LAZER, they cannot get anything going in a positive manner. They just keep getting plucked one by one. They even had the bomb drop early in that round. Or not early, but when things actually started happening on the B-side take, they had the bomb dropped for them. Couldn't get the first duel against Infinite, who takes a big risk, but it works out. And Landon was not expecting that at all. Walking knife out, just gets destroyed. OG Wizard boosted up top, looking for anybody. Molotov to force somebody out of sandbags. Doesn't see anything, and so he'll drop off the barrels, and now banana control will be taken here by E-Xolos LAZER. Flash in though. Fang won. Ben the trade as Fang dropped to Moth. Ben doubles it up. Tatazine going hunting for more. Three stack dismantled, another one coming through. Ben's going to be aware of that possibility, blowing up the smoke, running in. Frost is clean. Here's the shots from Landon. Peeping takes the damage, but the bomb goes down, and given the fact it's a half buy, there is going to be no save for E-Xolos LAZER. Landon domed by Peeping, and W1 to play exits, hiding behind the pulpit. And I don't think any number of Hail Marys or Our Fathers is going to keep him alive.
No. And at this point, E-Xolos LAZER are running out of racetrack. Sure, this is a T-sided map for both teams, relatively speaking. But this is still a dominant performance from Party Astronauts, one where E-Xolos LAZER have fallen flat time and again. W1's trying to flank them, trying to drop one on this banana press, but he's spotted, he's caught. Poor survive, and the economy of Party Astronauts is more than healthy. It's flourishing. 8-2, 9 and 10 are a distinct possibility. E-Xolos LAZER finally have another op in hand, but Landon has struggled individually with that weapon in hand. Saw him struggle on Arch with the shoulder peaks. He's 4 and 9. Party Astronauts on the other side of the coin. Every player is within 2 kills of each other. 6 for Ben and Infinite, 7 for Fang and OG Wizard, 8 for Peeping. The definition of a wall for Party Astronauts.
And they're not even on the defensive side yet. They're on the offense, and they are running it down, destroying the defense of E-Xolos LAZER. Whether it's the deep ball over the middle, the run game up the gut, it is fantastic for Party Astronauts right now. And, well, that's an NFL American football reference. To put it into what everyone else in the world calls football. Brilliant tiki-taka play, breaking down the E-Xolos LAZER defense, which is playing route 1, 5 at the back. Extra defensive, and they're just getting plucked apart regardless of what they try to do. I don't know if you got either one of those references, but...
I couldn't have put it better myself. Scared, afraid, cookie cutter standard. 3 stack towards B, quickly falling away as the nades are heard middle. It's a reactionary rotation with 2 coming through. That'll be 4 on A, 2 in the arch, 2 on the site / truck side. Tatazine, Arch's first contact time is everything, and it does favor him. The IGL dispatched and a play up towards truck side. Finally, E-Xolos LAZER putting up a defense. 3 and 4 unanswered leaves just Fang in a clutch. 1v5, simply not possible. The op of Landon waking up at long last. He secures a 3rd round for the team. It's still 3-8, and they did not shut down Party Astronauts' economy, and they will not be able to either in this half. Final round in this first. Party Astronauts will get a solid buy. E-Xolos LAZER the same because they had a flawless victory, but is that reactionary rotation replicable?
I don't know if that's going to be something that they can replicate easily. And now for LAZER too, their CT side, not much worse than their T side. 45.8 to 46.3%. And for Party Astronauts, a 71% win rate on their T side is stellar, but 60% is not bad either on the opposite side of things. Sano trying to aggress down Bananas with a lot of chip damage. If he's getting traced, he'll get naded down lower. But still no casualties for E-Xolos LAZER. Sustain another nade raining through. That will finish off Danoco. Tatazine around the half wall, though. Do they expect him here? Probably not. It's a pretty interesting spot to have, and Landon's wallbanged instead. The op of Peeping comes through for another. He'll shotgun off Tatazine as well, and is that replicable for E-Xolos LAZER? Not if Party Astronauts do that.
Double op on the T side of Inferno is definitely a statement. Tells you how the vibes are on this T side. Infinite secures a flawless round. 9-3 for Party Astronauts as we hit the halftime break.
We're back into it, Party Astronauts. A dominating 9-3 T side of E-Xolos LAZER, picking them apart. The defense left with 2 rounds by virtue of the pistol and the ensuing anti-eco. The third, a nice hold on A, but not replicable for the E-Xolos LAZER side. It's Boggs and Pineapple Phillips on the mic. And now, here we go back into it. Fang, the dual Beretta raid boss. No kit for P. A double flashbangs for Ben Leet. No super soldier for E-Xolos LAZER, but 2 smokes, a Molotov, and 2 flashbangs adorn the T-sided belts. 4 stacked towards B. 1 on A is OG Wizard, playing very passive out towards Arch. And that's a passive Arch hold, too. More like blind, if anything. Keeping an eye on both lane and the Arch set proper. Peeping, burning. Fang is here. Peeping gets the first, though, as he peeks down Banana. A second as well. Assisted by the flashbang of Ben. 3 for Peeping as Fang finally chimes in. The lurk of W1 is the last to be discovered for E-Xolos LAZER, and Party Astronauts have failed to win a pistol round to this point. And barring a miracle, it will be their first of this 2 best-of-1 series.
Yes, it will. It'll be their 10th round as well in this best of 1. W1 will get 1. True to his name. Question is, can he find more? Will it be effective? He needs to get effectively 5 kills in this round because I don't think they're going to let him get the bomb. He finds a second, but nothing more. Good trade from Peeping, who picks up a Glock and secures a 4K on the round. Peeping, tremendous performance this evening. Again, he's one of those 2 new players on this team, and he's fitting in quite well. OG Wizard as well, no slouch with his op. 4 MP9s. And then M4 for Party Astronauts. Actually, OG Wizard goes for a FAMAS instead. A little bit of extra stopping power can't hurt. They know E-Xolos LAZER are likely going to be on a force buy given how out of control the scoreline has gotten. And that is the right inkling. 3 pistols, 2 MAC-10s, and a full investment with some utility sprinkled in means that this can be very scary if E-Xolos LAZER get the early kills. Keeping on site might be first contact. No, it's balcony. Infinite 1-for-1. The M4 on site. The labored spray finds 1, not a second. OG Wizard in the cubby does get a first. Also not a second, but he will at least survive and maintain the man advantage. I say that Fang on a quick rotation down Banana is caught by Landon. Bringing us back to even putting the bomb. That was a very awkward spot. That doesn't get his OG Wizard jumping up. The Tech 9 runs out of ammo. That leaves Ben Leet versus Landon. Both have MP9s. It's a shoulder peek off towards truck side. Ben Leet out of ammo. Landon falling back and doubling forward. All on time, and the Molotov does not punish Ben Leet. Landon, 43 HP, caught by the MP9, death by 1,000 cuts. The force buy does not pay off. It does so much damage, but it can't get across the line. Party Astronauts, 11-3. It's not 11 in a row, but it was, what, 7 in a row, followed by now 4 in a row? 8 in a row, and then 3 in a row.
Yep.
Thoroughly isolating that 1-round victory from E-Xolos LAZER beyond the pistol.
Can I just say how smart that fight was by Ben, too, knowing that Landon could only retreat so far because of the Molotov? Ben outplayed him.
Taking so many just awkward, interesting angles.
Ben's been around a time or 2.
Definitely a veteran. Shotgun, auto shotgun from Infinite in apartments.
I absolutely love it.
It's the spot to play it if you're gonna buy it.
Yeah, even if he fades to balcony, you can still do damage at the mid-range on the lane rush. Good spot.
It's a great spot. E-Xolos LAZER, desperation is set in. We knew it was going to happen with this scoreline. Another force buy, very much like the last 3 Tech 9s, 2 MAC-10s. This time a little bit more utility and a far slower look from the T side. Party Astronauts to know that it's going to be one of these compromised investments, so they're playing back on the site instead. E-Xolos LAZER not committing anywhere though. 50 seconds left and they really haven't made a decision.
Waffling between A and B. There's only one defender on the B site. That's the A1S of Ben, who's going to retreat. A fast rotation from Fang. Will it get here in time, though? As E-Xolos LAZER begin to charge up towards the B side proper. Molotov clearing out Newbox and Emo. Ben's going to be mad about that, but he's still able to get one from Pillar. Swinging wide. Ben goes for more. Takes down. No, he falls to W1, but Peeping has gotten here in time. The rotations have come through. Ben bought enough time. Tatazine flying through will trade out 3 versus 3. 20 seconds to get that bomb down. Well, technically about 16 from that point. Less now. Fang 1. Bomb plant attempted. Long range duel. The MP9 will not win against W1 at dark. The bomb now out of bomb plant range. Fang will hear the bomb plant going down. Cannot spot the head, but he gets a freebie on the W1 looking towards CT. And Fang on the last bullet in the magazine will fall. mawthzera as well. 12 rounds now for Party Astronauts, a 9-round advantage, and now 4 in a row after their 8-round streak. Fang having himself a moment, but what a hold by Ben to at least delay and buy time for his teammates to come through.
Buying time is the key on Inferno. You can't buy time, your teammates can't rotate, and they just save their weapons instead. Map point. 9 of them, as you mentioned, 9 chances to put it out in regulation. E-Xolos LAZER, gonna again force it, makes sense. Again, their backs are against the wall literally at this point. And because of the loss bonus with the bomb plant, they will get a better buy than the last. 3 Galils, an AK, a Max 10, decent bit of utility. The op of OG Wizard is in play though, and it is going to try to take that duel towards steps. This is a fickle angle to work with, headshot angle. Let's be very careful. Danoko challenging towards Banana. E-Xolos LAZER again passive, no real direction in mind. Targeting back, even though it's still early in the round, to Anubis, where they ran out of time more than once.
Yeah, they haven't run out of time on Inferno yet. Almost last round, but they were ended by elimination, and the bomb plant came through technically before time expired, but it was just a lockout at that point from Party Astronauts. Ben's got the Molotov going for the jiggle peek, something that see multiple different spots on multiple different maps. The flashbang will clue him into what's going on. Drops the incendiary. Fang spots nothing on the peak, which will not spur a full rotation. OG Wizard starting to work through Speedway slowly but surely with that op, knowing that is a bit of a more important rotation to come through. And E-Xolos LAZER looking content to exploit the B-bomb site. However, that op now able to entrench itself towards CT. A smoke will ward it off, sure, but OG Wizard can still get to Coffins, which is also smoked off. Will he pop through the smoke, though, or will he rely on the rifles to pull it all off? Fang, long range duel lost against the Mac 10. Ben falls as well. OG Wizard's here, and I think it's a save call. You don't need to risk this if you're Party Astronauts. You don't have a lot of money on Fang or Ben. OG Wizard peeping also very low. Save what you have and go at it again. The lurk from W1, though, might be able to take out some of these guns. It's all a matter of timing. Peeping falls. That's a duel he should be winning 9 times out of 10, and it is the 10% rather that he does not win that fight, leaving this to a pretty rough save attempt for Party Astronauts and a rough buy into the next round, too. E-Xolos LAZER backs against the wall, 1 foot over the edge of the cliff, if you want to go for that analogy, but they're still alive and kicking for now.
Still alive and kicking, might even get a second as well thanks to this hunt. Makes the next round by all the more difficult. OG Wizard trying to survive in spawn. It doesn't look like anyone's coming in his direction, so he'll survive with the op. Give his team something to work with. Tech 9 as well can be dropped to a teammate. It's actually probably going to be a force buy because of how poor the economy is. Everybody's around 1,500 barring Infinite. So OG Wizard might drop a Tech 9, might drop a FAMAS. Can scrounge something together. See, they're still discussing it. Peeping knows it's a double save, though. There we go. 5-7 for him. Buy's going to come through here shortly. OG Wizard actually doesn't drop anything. Just pistols and armor for the remaining trio. 4 rifles for E-Xolos LAZER. They should have a 5th. They have the advantage, but given the way Party Astronauts is playing, you can't take anything for granted.
Deagle can always be deadly. Ben's 5-7 at Oranges, another thing to keep an eye on. Tatazine and Danoko around that smoke, keeping them alive for now. A slow, steady crawl as E-Xolos LAZER burn the clock again. No over-aggression from Party Astronauts. They await whatever comes to them. The rifles on A, the pistols on B, and a full-on rotation by Party Astronauts. No reason not to gamble this. And E-Xolos LAZER are going all in on the B-take. tawthazeen leading the charge. Ben at first oranges will reveal his position. Spams away. One kill, still has health. Cannot find more, but does damage onto Landon. The rest of the pistols walled out by smoke. And tawthazeen will eliminate Infinite's rifle. It can be salvaged. OG Wizard takes a pot shot through that smoke. And he'll get one from Flower now as he peeks through Church. Moth pushes himself out a new box and meets his death. OG Wizard up close, double dinked by tawthazeen. Possible here for E-Xolos LAZER. tawthazeen out of ammunition, drops a piece of utility. That smoke will bloom. Just in time, Fang not going to go all in. Blocked out, keeping falls. Fang got as well. Another massive round from tawthazeen, this time a 4K. So, E-Xolos LAZER, another round they buy time for. And Party Astronauts will not invest much into this next one. They'll probably a couple of pistols, maybe. If they go for a full save here, OG Wizard gets the op, and that's exactly what you want going into round 19. And maybe, just maybe, banana fight if you're PA next round.
That makes sense. Maybe take a fight middle early on, just push it down. Get the round over with. Ben Leet has a flash. There is one P250 for peeping, but nothing else invested. Bracket stack in effect for the Party Astronauts team. E-Xolos LAZER again just spreading out, getting mid, getting a bit of banana control. Going from there. Crunch off the utility is a smart call. Good dink and good kill. tawthazeen, though, a double in response. He'll fall back as well. In apartments, might just find one, but no, he's holding the wrong angle. Two remain. Infinite and OG Wizard trying to just do some damage. That it matters too much in the grand scheme of things. Dropping that op would be nice. It still can be reinvested. OG Wizard walking down apartments. Might catch W1 on a timing. Oh, he slips the gap at the perfect time.
For now,
Wizard's
anyway.
going to follow him, but he's also going to jump up by the time OG Wizard gets there. Cat and mouse. In the smoke is Infinite. Find something. Timing's not in his favor. tawthazeen does him in, and OG Wizard, the last alive, all the way back. He's being held for. Must have been heard in towards underpass. W1 finds him. 6 secured for E-Xolos LAZER, but still a long way to go to get to overtime. And it's another great tribulation for them as well. Party Astronauts get a buy on the board, including that op, as he mentioned, for OG Wizard. It's going to be a very scary weapon to unseat. Might see our first Opera's duel of Inferno.
We might indeed. Does Landon go aggressive? Does OG Wizard go aggressive? Does it come down in a retake or a sight take? Landon watching top middle. No peek from the CTs. OG Wizard's op over towards banana. A passive hold at corner. Won't go for an aggressive play at car or the half wall yet. Although a half wall spam not exactly out of the question, although less likely with the only 5 rounds left in the op. I still remember the days when it was 10, you could fully spam that half wall to your heart's content. Not so much anymore if you want to not have to reload. But OG Wizard's going to get a little aggressive here. Denoco might just give him the opportunity. Landon's there too. Molotov lands at car. OG Wizard away. And safely, Denoco lines up too, though. Ben Leet trying to peek around and keep OG Wizard alive. Falls victim to the spray of Denoco. And a 2-man pick and a 2-man advantage for E-Xolos LAZER. That comes essentially for free. Fang will grab the op, and that will expose him to a little bit of chip damage. But another round which E-Xolos LAZER find themselves having a lead. And not a tenuous one either. A pretty solid man advantage with 48 seconds to go.
Definite boon on that peak. Well played by Denoco. Oppa Fang now smoked off. It's all the way back towards Coffin. It might even be on save at this point. Fall away bomb is actually in middle. It's not come towards B as of yet. We'll make the decision now that B site is taken. Fang's already falling back as well. E-Xolos LAZER are keen on hunting now. They have the advantage. They have a good bank. They can justify trying to hunt these players down, and it is the right call. Question is, how much damage can they do? 2 in pit, 1 in towards wine. tawthazeen might have heard the scope there. In, caught. Second one not quite spotted towards Speedway. It's a full commitment to the hunt from E-Xolos LAZER. Bang. Second. Monoko dropped. Player on balcony. Felled as well, peeping ready for that. Moth spotted as well. Even if they commit all 5 to this fight, E-Xolos LAZER will still be able to invest in the following. Landon, though. Gonna keep the drop the rifle to his teammate, perhaps. Goes for the wall bang, why not? Doesn't quite connect, but they got surprisingly close. 7-12. They are making a case for themselves 4 in a row for E-Xolos LAZER. Again, still a major trek. I would say winning this one and the next would really make it feasible. It feels like Party Astronauts, just given so much breathing room, should be able to close this at some point. Just one hero play, one wacky play should be enough to get them across the line.
Or good team play. That works too.
That'd be the ideal.
Yes. Now it can start with an opening. Never mind. W1 takes out OG Wizard 2, and well, it's a wacky play for E-Xolos LAZER that gets him a man advantage. 2-for-1 trade. W1 will take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Molotov blooms into balcony, a counter thrown in by Moth, and so things will reset here. E-Xolos LAZER 3 players, bottom, middle, Fang to solo B. 2 on A, peeping at porch rather, and Ben over at arches. Only an MP9 for the in-game leader for Party Astronauts. The bomb still stranded down bottom middle, and peeping might actually just discover this whole play entirely. Walking down middle unopposed. The op goes back, and peeping got the bomb dropped for free. Never mind, a bit messy, but he'll still catch that. Does he expect anybody through alt middle, though? He seems to be ready for it, and the player's banana as well. Peeping, last round, gets the headshot. Reload off. Hero play perhaps now for Party Astronauts as their newest addition. One of them has gone nuclear here, looking for the ace. 2 more to find. Moth will trade that one back. 2 versus 2. Bomb recovered for E-Xolos LAZER as well. Smoke to ward off Ben Leet, but he will use that instead to cross with the MP9. Maybe upgrading to the AK in apartments as well, clearing out the apartments area instead, and trusting in Fang to hold down the B site as he will lock out A. The 2 remaining E-Xolos LAZER players training in towards B. A Molotov, a smoke, and 3 flashbangs. Smoke towards CT. Molotov goes to coffin. Flash goes high. Fang eats that one. More utility in. Fang unblinded. Moth doesn't clear. Emo. 1 for Fang. Can he stop it? Yes, he can. Dinoco pops off the bomb, but not enough time. And Party Astronauts are able to pull away at the end. Was a little wacky, was a little zany, took some hero plays from a couple of players peeping at Fang, but Party Astronauts are able to get the 2-0 on the night. Both best of ones converted for this reformed roster.
Both best of ones converted, this newly reinvigorated roster. The individuals both shining in this one. He chose